Welcome to the Straight to Jail podcast, written and produced by Brian Herring. Chapter 2, The Rookie. They drive in silence for what feels like an eternity. The tension is suffocating, like a family road trip gone horribly wrong. Finally, they pull up in front of John's house. He turns to Kyle with a sneer.
So, you gonna send me a cab in the morning or what? I can't exactly walk to work in the morning with a hangover.
Kyle's tone is cold and detached.
What you do doesn't concern me. If I would have known you'd try to break the law, I would have paid for the cab myself earlier.
John glares at him, the animosity simmering just beneath the surface.
Nice meeting you, Kyle. I can't wait to see how our first day goes.
He slams the door behind him and stomps up the stairs, but his fury peaks as Kyle speeds off with his squad car, the tires screeching against the pavement. He stands there for a moment, shouting obscenities at the taillights fading into the night. Taking a deep breath, he moves around to the back of the house, pushing through the gated fence. Beneath the dim glow of the porch light, he fumbles for the spare key. When he unlocks the door, dread creeps over him. It wasn't locked to begin with. Stepping inside, he's met with chaos. His home has been ransacked. Drawers are pulled out, furniture overturned, and his belongings scattered beyond recognition. Anger wells up, hotter still when he heads to the bathroom. The toilet is unflushed, and perched on the seat is a snuffed-out cigarette, the same brand Kyle smokes.
I storm into the kitchen, yank open the fridge, and grab a beer, collapsing into my lounge chair. I sip it slowly, the adrenaline fading into bitter contemplation. The digital clock on the wall blinks 4:33 a.m. After a moment's hesitation, I make a phone call to a comrade, zoning out as exhaustion overtakes me. I pass out in the chair. 2 hours later, I wake with a start. I body protest, but I drag myself into the shower, then throw on my uniform and head out to hail a cab. An hour ticks by before one finally stops. By the time I arrive at the station, my uniform is stained with blood from where I'd bitten through my lip in frustration. Kyle's waiting for me by the entrance, smug as ever.
The commissioner wants to see you ASAP.
I barge into the office, slamming the door behind me. My voice is a mix of rage and desperation as I recount the break-in, the chaos at my home, and Kyle taking off with my squad car. I finish with my fists clenched.
The commissioner, calm as always, speaks evenly.
If someone were investigating you, your place wouldn't look like it had been. Touched. And Kyle told me about last night, how he had to take you home after you got trashed. Don't pin this on him. Johnny, take responsibility for your actions. If you don't clean up your act, he'll be your replacement.
His words sting, but there's no point arguing. I head to the lockers, fuming. Later, in the parking garage, Kyle tosses me the keys with a sly grin. We climb into the car, and I take the driver's seat, determined to keep things professional for now. Out of the corner of my eye, I can feel Kyle's gaze fixed on me, and it's unnerving.
Meanwhile, just a few blocks away, a black man walks nervously down the street. He spots another man staggering toward him and instinctively reaches for a weapon hidden in his pocket. But as the distance closes, relief washes over him.
Shit, man, I thought you was a zombie. But you just another crackhead.
The other man laughs.
No way, man. I thought you was da zombie.
Their eyes widen in unison. One says,
You thinking what I'm thinking?
The other grins.
I think so.
Together they clasp hands and exclaim,
Yo, motherfucker. It's time to eat some brains.
Back in the squad car, the tension between Kyle and Johnny is broken only by the static and occasional chatter over the squawk box. Kyle finally speaks.
We need leads on the local drug ring. Any ideas?
Johnny smirks.
We're in the right part of town. This area is crawling with dope peddlers and crackheads.
He nods towards two men loitering near a dumpster.
See over there? Check it out.
They pull over and approach. One of the men, a wiry figure with blood-stained pants, backs up nervously.
What's up, guys? Anything I can help you with?
One of them asks. Kyle steps forward, his tone casual.
You know where I can get a little something something?
The man's eyes narrow.
What kind of something you crackers looking for?
Johnny then adds.
We were thinking about floating the boat or chasing the dragon. Your call.
The nervous one inches closer to the dumpster, trying to block Johnny's view. His eyes catch the pool of blood seeping from behind him. He pulls his gun.
Freeze! Hands where I can see 'em.
The situation escalates. One man grabs Kyle, slamming him to the ground, while the other charges at Johnny with a knife. John fires, and the assailant drops, lifeless. Kyle wrestles his attacker, throwing him off balance while Johnny rushes in and subdues the man, pinning his arms behind his back. Kyle rises, brushing blood from his lip. He looks at the young woman's lifeless body near the dumpster. His voice is cold.
Too much paperwork. Let's keep this off the record.
Without hesitation, Kyle pulls his gun and shoots the subdued man in the head. John glances at him, suppressing a smile.
Good stuff.
He mutters. A Buick with tinted windows screeches to a halt at the alley entrance. Men step out, but as they see John and Kyle, then they dive back in and speed off. Kyle pockets his phone.
I got a picture of the plate number. We can track it.
Johnny adds.
It's probably bogus, but it's a start.
Back in the car, the tension eases. Kyle glances at Johnny.
Can I trust you to keep this a secret?
I can if you can.
Kyle nods.
Good. I owe you one.
Johnny thinks to himself that he owes him more than that. For now, he'll play along, but Kyle's a dead man walking.
Let's head back to the station. Saves us some paperwork.
Kyle chuckles.
You know, it actually felt kind of good taking those guys out. Almost made me feel kind of racist, you know? Like real law enforcement should.
Johnny laughs darkly.
Is that right? Maybe I could get used to having a partner.